Hi, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. So, yesterday I went looking for a picture of Thomas Markle's missing leg and still haven't seen one. And I came across this article from the Daily Record. This was published February 15th, so about a month ago. And I noticed that they're still putting up photoshopped pictures of Meghan Markle with her alleged father, Thomas Markle. So I'm just going to scroll down here. They're talking about him allegedly losing a leg. I don't know. We haven't seen any pictures. That's all I've got to say. And they mention he's had a stroke, 2 heart attacks, he was in a fire, and now this. Really unbelievable. And then they have the pictures they post here, if it will show up, of Meghan Markle with Thomas Markle. Now, I believe we've looked at this one before. Now, all of the pictures that they post are scratchy. They look damaged. You see there's folds in it. It's as if they don't own a photo album. It's like, does nobody own a photo album in this family? They can't maintain their pictures nicely. Like, not one picture of them. They make them all look like they've been beaten up in a shoebox. Oh, hold on a second. It's like, wasn't he a very wealthy lighting director? I mean, I assume they'd be able to own photo albums to keep their pictures nice. I mean, it's not one decent picture. Look, there's always these white specks on it and everything. Now, in this picture, I know we looked at it before. Not seeing any anomalies necessarily here. It looks pretty normal. Nothing stands out to me as far as this being a Photoshop. But the next ones we're going to look at are definitely Photoshopped. So we'll move on to the next one. Okay, there's this one. So immediately when I looked at this one, it screamed Photoshop. Just their heads. Her face, her head size and shape, and his really stood out immediately. I was like, oh, this is wrong. That's not her face. That's not her forehead. Now, the anomalies show up. It appears that the pictures, again, it's all scratched up, a lot of white specks on it. And I guess she's supposed to be standing on something, I guess, elevated above him, because you can see their feet are not aligned as far as her ankles show, but his legs continue to go way down. So that's off there. But of course, you could be standing on something. But then when you look closer at the arm, you see his hand is barely touching her arm. And when you zoom in on it, you can see there's this weird indentation into her arm there. So that is not right. You cannot explain that away except for photoshopping. There's no way that the arm would bulge in like that and bulge out again. It just looks obvious Photoshop to me. So it looks like they were messing around with putting his hand there on the arm and left a little indent there and didn't realize or forgot to fix it. And then, they put this, fuzzy hair around her, very kinky hair. But then there's this hair over here on her shoulder. What is that from over here? It's like a line across her arm. What is that from? If she's got this kinky hair, how does she have these 2 long, thin, straight hairs coming out? So it looks kind of like they took off a girl with straight hair and she probably had straight brown hair, because this looks like brown hair here. And they just got rid of her head and put Meghan Markle's head over her, is what it looks like. And the head looks too big on the neck. And look how narrow the neck is. That's not right. That's not right. The head's too big. And as well as that, you have that the mouth is a little bit off too. You kind of see on the left-hand side, it gets all blurry and off looking there. Like, doesn't look right. It looks like photoshopped or something. And her ear on the left side looks very white, and that doesn't really match at all as the way it should be. If it's down, her ear is covered with hair and whatnot. It should be a little bit darker shade. Instead, it looks bright white there. Another anomaly. I mean, look how thick his neck is. I mean, they always put like a very thick neck for some reason on head, and it's a little too thick there, especially on the left-hand side. It looks like his neck is bulging out. It doesn't look right. That doesn't look, it looks photoshopped. It just doesn't match. As well as the bow tie here. Now you can see, looking at the bow tie, on the left-hand side of the bow tie, it has a long, thick strap coming off the side. But on the right, there's like this thin strap coming in from the top, and it doesn't match the way the strap looks on the left. It's mismatched. And it looks like they confused the strap of his bow tie. It was supposed to be his bow tie, and they thought it was her hair or something, like a hair sticking out, but she couldn't have hair sticking out like that because her hair is all kinky, right? It wouldn't have a long straight thing coming out. So that's his bow tie, but it doesn't match the other bow tie. It looks off. It looks like they messed up there with that. So this whole thing looks photoshopped to me. It's too many things don't match. And again, all the scratchy pictures, white specks all over it. And then you look closer at Meghan's hands here. The hands also look off. They look huge, but besides that, she's if you try to fold your hands like that, where you're putting one hand into another hand, and you can see how bizarre this hand on the right looks. It looks like it's supposed to be her thumb on top here, but it just goes straight down. It looks too thick, and it looks bizarrely shaped. And the two fingers that she's supposed to be holding, the first two fingers, but then the second two fingers seem to cut off into the hand. It doesn't look right. The hand on the right does not look normal. That looks photoshopped again. So it looks like they just put the arms or changed the hands somehow. This looks very bizarre. Even the front of the dress kind of looks a little too, the wave there just looks a little too perfect. It's almost like, maybe they photoshopped that on. I don't know exactly how they photoshopped this, but it definitely looks photoshopped to me. This doesn't look right. The more you look at it, the more bizarre it looks. And even with his shirt, there's this white, underneath the bow tie, there's this white bulging out there, almost as if the person was wearing a white bow tie and they put a black one over it. I don't know. There's some anomaly here, like a mushroom on the side here on this shirt that just looks very strange, very photoshopped. Yeah, this doesn't look kosher to me at all. I think we're looking at another Photoshop for sure. And there's more, and this was just published a month ago, less than a month ago. They're still using the same Photoshop pictures. Oh, and then we have this one. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Look at the face. This is supposed to be Meghan Markle. They put this face up, this picture, and no kill shot with this. Nobody has anything to say in the media with this picture. You gotta tell me that's Meghan Markle. Do I even need to say anything? Look at the nose. The nose looks like it's 7 feet long. Who is this? Who is this? That's not Meghan Markle. I don't know who it is. It's not her. Look at the forehead. What the heck's that? It looks like it was a boy, and they plopped her. And look at the hair. You got light brown hair, straight hair there. And they're passing this off as Meghan and her father. And again, even with him, he looks fake AF as well. Look at the blotches on his face. What is that? Look how thick his neck is. He just plopped his head on a thick neck, like a tree trunk. And then even more confirmation of the photoshopping here. You can look at his shirt. Where's the buttons? It looks like there's some white spaces on the bottom that look like buttons should be there, but then it disappears. There's no buttons on the top. There's no buttons up here. But somehow his shirt is magically staying buttoned. And the bottom, I think they were supposed to Photoshop some buttons on there and they forgot to do it or something. That's like these white patches where buttons are supposed to be. And what's down here? What is this? Between her and him, what's this whiteness there? What is that? What is that supposed to be? I mean, this is so badly photoshopped. And they're still passing off these fake Photoshop pictures as Meghan's childhood. Right? I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous. And they're still publishing it without question. So yeah, obvious fake Photoshopped. It looks nothing like Meghan's face. I'm not even going to bother looking at it. It looks nothing like her. It looks like a white person. That's a white person with dimples, nonetheless. White, you know. And then you've got, this Photoshop picture, their indented arm. Very fake looking. Head too big, little tiny neck with a big head. And his neck's, I mean, it's just a haha joke on us, honestly. And the other one's Photoshopped too. I know we looked at this before and saw some anomalies in here. It looks totally fake. Every picture of them is just fake AF. There you have it. Hope you found this interesting. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.